I feel totally energized. I have this really wonderful group who are, I think, very easily now qualified to be called yoga addicts because they've been here back for more of Angad's wonderful class that we had, the wonderful sessions we had in the last 2 days. And for viewers at home, please stay with us. Angad is really going to take us places we've never been before. So we already went there yesterday and the day before. Felt great. Our beautiful crew in the back, Jabari, our director for today, Sissy Gamash on cameras. We have Maura Barthel, who's always my advisor on wonderful CG, wonderful character generation, the beautiful colors that she puts together. We have Ray Ferrer, who is our field manager, our flow manager today. We have Kenneth Ryan right here on cameras as well, and we have Rosette Union on the switchboard, on the switcher. Why did I say switchboard? Anyway, it's called the switcher where it moves the channels. Our beautiful guests here again, we have Hannah to my extreme left. Hannah, thank you for coming back. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Kate, thank you for coming back. I hope you're not just coming back only for Angad. I hope you're coming back for this program. So please stay with us. Keep coming back. Janet, thank you for being here. Kimberley, thanks again. We have Diliana, Morris, Ashley, and Jenny. Thank you all so much for being back here. And I know you want to see the last part of Angad's program, the last part of her journey, the journey she's going to take us through. But I also know that you are going to be back. All of you are going to be back. So thank you. AngadKaur Khalsa. Angad she's an expert in the fields of yoga and education. She's also director of Amara Yoga School in Toronto, co-founder of Amara Global Incorporated and Yoga Without Borders. Angad is a practicing yoga therapist. She specializes in counseling women, children, pre- and postnatal families. You can reach Angad on www.amaraglobal.com, AMARAGLOBAL.com. And once you go there, I think you'll get the rest of the information. But if you want to visit her website, she also has a website for the school, amarayogaschool.com. Reach her through there. Angad, we did have a few questions. Would you mind if I just asked you a few? Because we get so caught up in what you're teaching us, we forget to ask you. And I don't want to forget because I know our viewers want to know a little more about you and your school. What exactly is Amara Global?
Amara Global Incorporated is creating an international education and business community through affiliate yoga schools and programs and connecting them through service through Yoga Without Borders. So the idea is really the application of yoga into everyday life, the application of yoga into education and business so that it's accessible around the world and that there's a component of service. And that's such a positive way for people to connect and let other schools and other businesses know what they're doing in their communities to uplift each other and to help each other.
Wonderful. So if we take this class, we can actually set up our own yoga studio.
Well, you would need a little more than just a class, but if you visit the website, we have lots of yoga educators, lots of technical support, and you don't need yoga experience. We have the curriculum, we have, the website and the technology, and we can help you start your own program.
How different is Amara Global from Amara Yoga School?
Well, the Amara Global is the company that helps you set up your own affiliates, and then Amara Yoga School is a career training school. So that's where we train people to be yoga educators, yoga therapists, and practitioners of yogic natural medicine.
So what makes Amara unique? I know the name itself is very unique. It's beautiful. Amar is eternal.
I think one of the most unique aspects is that it's very classical in the training. The students study 12 classical forms of yoga. It's very comprehensive for each level of the training. It's about 1,200 hours. And it's holistic. So the students in the yoga therapy are learning everything from Ayurveda nutrition to specialized yoga for men, women, and children and elderly, to understanding how to do yogic counseling and numerology. So the idea is to be holistic so
Right.
that you can have an integrated approach for the wellness of the whole person, the whole being.
But what about Yoga Without Borders? Is that different? How's that?
Yoga Without Borders is the service branch of Amara Global, and that's the opportunity for all the affiliate programs and schools to connect and post up on the web their service projects. So if Amara in Toronto is working with some of the leadership there and raising 2,000 pairs of underwear for the women and girls in Haiti. It's the We Care with Underwear project. Then they can connect with the other schools. They can connect with Japan. They can
very nice.
connect with Vancouver.
It's like
They-
an external affairs
That's
for
right.
yoga.
And then people
that.
can say, well, this is what we're doing in our community. And so people connect through positive activities.
Right. The other question I had was, it's a little deep, but if you can just help us just touch the surface. I know Kundalini Yoga is very, very intense, very deep, but if you can just give us a rough idea. You talked us through it in the last couple of episodes.
Yeah.
But can you tell us in a few words, what is Kundalini? Because a lot of people out there are a bit terrified of Kundalini Yoga. I've seen websites.
That's just that's
what they talk
politics. That's like
I'm glad you clarified that.
one drink brand saying drink ours because the other drink
Right.
is bad for you. So even in yoga, I
So what
suppose
is
there are
Kundalini?
turf wars. Kundalini yoga is the yoga of awareness, and when you think back to ancient times, thousands of years ago, it would have been thought of as yoga for the householder. You did not have to live in a cave, have a special diet, be celibate and practice this yoga by yourself for 25 years. It was for people with jobs and family and community obligations so that you could be focused and relaxed and strong and clear and integrate that into your daily life and duties. So that's why it's a very practical, comprehensive yoga.
You're talking about integrating yoga into everyday life. How do we do that? How do we apply that?
That's a good question, because people think of yoga and they
Yeah,
think
just
of
come to a
postures
classroom.
where
Right.
you stand on your head.
Right.
Well, what you're doing on the mat in strengthening your focus, in strengthening your nervous system, in building your awareness, in creating balance, it's not just so that you can look better in the posture. The idea is what you learn about balance, what you learn about self-awareness and control, what you learn about adjusting yourself, you're practicing that. And then you bring that awareness to situations where you have to find your balance in a day-to-day activity, where you need to focus before a job interview, where you need to take a moment and breathe and get your mind clear before communicating with another person. So you can apply all of these things
What
to
about
your
you?
daily
What do you
life.
like most about yoga?
What
Things
I
that you
love about yoga is that it doesn't require anything but your own body, your own mind. It's your own power, your own steam. Anybody, anywhere, any size, any shape can do it anytime. And when you practice concentrating and breathing and stretching, and you use your body at angles to itself, then you adjust your awareness, you strengthen yourself, you become more aware of your potential and who you are, and nobody can take that away from you.
Is that where meditation comes in? How does
That's
that,
where
does that fit in?
meditation comes in. Actually, the whole point of yoga is to prepare your body to meditate.
meditation, right.
And meditation then helps you to focus and expand your perspective, to get your glandular system working properly, to adjust your mental projection. And so that way your decisions can be more clear, less reactive, and you're more aware of your action than being reactive. It's the difference between being the person that holds the cue stick in billiards
right.
and hits the cue ball, than having a misunderstanding and thinking we're just the stripes and solids. And we wait till the cue ball hits us or another ball hits us, and then we react. And we always react either forwards or backwards. We have the same patterns over and over.
Right.
And when you meditate, you realize you learn how to direct your own mind and adjust your mental
Very
projection.
nicely. I remember just one quick question. What is the significance of white in your headgear? Why do you wear white?
White-
I remember we talked about this. and I wanted you
White
to share.
is it's not a fashion statement. It's a simple technology that all the colors in the color spectrum, in the light spectrum, are included in white light. So when you wear white, particularly natural fiber, it helps to expand your projection,
So,
which is
okay.
great for teaching and communicating.
We're ready for you whenever you want to take us, wherever you're taking us.
Okay. Well, since we talked a little bit about adjusting the projection of your mind, I'll teach you a tuning in exercise that helps you to be neutral and that helps you to focus. So it is a very good thing if you have a creative project that you're about to do, if you're about to give a presentation at work, many of you are actors before an audition, this is a great exercise. So sitting in your cross-legged position, lengthen your spine and relax your shoulders. Before you close your eyes, I'm going to explain the sound or the mantra that you're going to use. And just like an athlete would tune in and think about their performance or their race and prepare their body, or a musician would tune their instrument and visualize their performance, when you do yoga, it's a good idea to tune in. And you use a sound or a mantra to adjust your mind. And the mantra is Om. So you can say that. That's the first part. Om. Om with the NG. O-N-G. Om. Good. And then it's Namo. 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 And then in the next word, Guru, that means that which takes you from darkness to light. You make the R sound by flicking the tongue on the roof of the mouth. So it's Guru.
Guru.
Guru, and then Dave rhymes with brave.
They.
And then again another Namo.
Namo.
Good. So the whole thing together is Om Namo Guru Dave Namo. All right. And just, chant along. You don't worry about if you say it right or just enjoy it. So, with the spine straight now, relax shoulders, eyes closed, focus in between your eyebrows and just a little bit above. Bring your hands together, palm to palm, at the center of your chest. Thumbs press right into the sternum. Forearms are just about parallel to the floor. And the fingers point straight up to the ceiling. And take a moment here to do an inhale through the nose and an exhale and an inhale and an exhale. And on this inhale, we're going to repeat the mantra 3 times. Inhale. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Inhale again. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. One more time. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. And inhale. Hold the breath, spine straight, very focused and relaxed. Exhale. And relax the hands down, relax out of position. Good. And that's one way that you can tune in and focus and bring yourself into a more neutral and clear frame of mind.
Okay. Can they ask questions?
Certainly. Do you have questions?
I'm sure they do. You can see question marks all over.
Could you tell us, Morgan, what the meaning of the chant, like the words you're
Yes.
saying?
That mantra means I call on the teacher within me. I bow to the wisdom within me. And that's another nice thing to remember, that there isn't anything outside of you that isn't already in you. Everything that you need, you have within you. So this sound, this mantra, helps you to tune in to your own wisdom, the teacher within you. That's another thing about Kundalini Yoga. It's always done in the presence of a teacher.
Right.
And ultimately, the teacher is within you.
So say that one more time. Om Namo Gurudeva.
Namo
Gurudeva. Gurudev.
Gurudev. Namo. And you can say it once and be tuned in. Traditionally, in a yoga class, you would chant that out loud 3 times.
Right.
And if you're not sure after 3 times, the guarantee is 5 times. So you can always do 2 more times
What's
just to
the
make
mystery
sure.
with the 3 and 5? Why?
That's just the teaching.
Okay.
Can you do it faster?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You can do it and
You're
if
in a rush, aren't you?
and if you're, I mean, you don't want to rush through it because you're adjusting yourself. But yes, it doesn't have to be that slow. It can be a little bit quicker. And of course, if you're waiting for a job interview or you're about to do a public speaking engagement and you're in a crowd of people, you might not want to stand there and boom out. So you could be a little more subtle and a little quiet. Absolutely, but it's very handy.
Right.
Very handy.
Any other questions? Fanga? You won't get this chance. She's not back here tomorrow. Kimberley?
Well, I do. I use that chant often, and I was wondering if the register or what notes you hit affect the outcome. Because my natural voice is a little bit lower than yours. I chant it at a lower.
It's
Definitely.
not so much
You have a lovely voice, though. It
Thank
carries
you.
very well.
trained voice. I don't have yoga training. It's not so much the frequency as long as the pronunciation and the rhythm are consistent, because what you have meridians on the roof of your mouth, and just like when you hit the piano keys, you want to work with the keys, or the keys on a typewriter or on a computer. You would hit those, and so you work with the tongue and the upper palate, and you create the sound, you create the projection there. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're doing it in the rhythm with the pronunciation, somebody's voice is a little higher, someone's a little lower, that's okay.
Will this?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Will this tuning in help us to adjust our pitch? I know I need to get lower pitch.
I don't know if it helps with voice. That I don't
It
know.
doesn't.
But
Okay.
you could
Maybe
you
with
could,
a calmness
you
it'll
could
come.
you could practice. It might it would help you in
I
being
want to have a
more
voice
aware.
like Kimberley.
Well, then you have to go see Kimberly. That's out of my realm.
Any other questions? No? Okay. You take us through wherever. Is there anything else?
Why don't we do some balancing and strengthening exercise?
we're ready.
Okay, so
How much time do we have? Kenny? Can you check?
10 to 4.
I think, yeah, probably another, yeah, that's right, 10 to 4. Thank you, Morris.
do we have time for an
Yeah, we
exercise?
have time, 5 to 6 minutes at least.
Great.
Easy.
So everybody come standing.
Okay.
This is a great exercise for the spine. This is an exercise that helps to protect you physically, mentally, and emotionally from trauma. So it's called tree pose. And so if you know tree pose, before you start picking up that foot and lifting it up, it's a good idea to be aware of your spine, because this is the essence of the posture, to be aware of your spine all the way from the base, all the way to the top, at the nape of the neck. And to take a moment and make sure that it's long and the shoulders relaxed and the chin is tucked in slightly, so that you have a straight alignment. And then with this awareness of the spine, you can pick either foot, and you're going to lift the foot up, bending the knee, and bring the bottom of the foot and relax it on the inner thigh. Good. And if you find that the foot slides down, that's kind of natural. So if you find that it gets to the knee, bring the foot just below the knee, because you don't want to put pressure directly on the knee. So the foot can be above or below the knee. Both are fine. And once you have that position, you can bring your hands together at the center of the chest, the same way when we were just tuning in. And when the foot goes up and down, that's actually a good thing, because that means you're working those little muscles that come out from along your spine. So you're actually strengthening and working those muscles, working on protecting yourself, adjusting yourself. Good. You can focus on a spot on the floor about 1 meter in front of you, if that's helpful, and make the breath long and deep through the nose.
And we have to breathe?
Definitely. If you
I
don't
was focusing, I
breathe,
forgot to breathe.
you're not doing yoga. You're just doing a physical exercise. So yes, long, deep breathing. And as you're holding the position, again, concentrate on the length of the spine. Be aware of the spine all the way from the base. And continue to adjust. That's right. You're doing a good job. So if you find you need to wobble a little bit and then straighten, then good for you. You're working those muscles along the spine. And that's the whole point of this exercise. Banu asked, how do you apply yoga to everyday life?
Right.
Here you are in this artificial situation, balancing on one foot and then focusing and trying to get your balance and stay centered. How often does that happen in regular life, when something throws you a little off balance and surprises you, or you're in an unfamiliar position and you have to adjust yourself and you have to balance and focus and concentrate?
That's right. Just wanted to share something with you while I still can stand up on one leg. This is actually a penance position. The sages would ask for a boon from the gods, and they would stand on one leg. That's why we have an expression in India. When you're standing on one leg, you're trying to acquire something, or you want something. And you won't put that foot down till you get it. It's tough, huh?
Well, let's hope everybody gets what they want so they can put their feet down.
Should we switch legs, or it's okay?
So inhale, exhale, and relax down. Good. And now you can have a go on the other side, because usually there's a little bit of a difference you'll experience.
Right.
But before you do, don't just take the leg up. Take a moment. Make sure that you're tall, spine is long, shoulders relaxed, that you're focused, you're centered, you're aware of the length of the spine, you're breathing through the nose, focused on the space in front of you. And now lift up the other leg. Place it either above the knee or below the knee. Arms out, elbows out, palms pressed together. Good. And again, do your best. If you're adjusting, if you put the foot down, that means you're doing the exercise well. You're working those muscles, you're focusing. Remember, in yoga, there is no perfect posture. There is no perfecting a posture. You are different and growing, evolving every day. And yoga meets you where you are. So every day you practice a technique that helps you to learn something about yourself, that helps you to expand your perspective, that helps you to strengthen your nerves and adjust. So it's a continual process. It's continual progress. Excellent. Keep breathing very long. You can even imagine the breath going all the way down the length of the spine as you inhale, and all the way back up as you exhale.
It's a real test of endurance.
Concentration.
Yeah.
Yes. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Gently relax the leg down, the arms down. Well done. Good work.
Oh, I can already feel my quads strengthening. We have 2 minutes. It's beautiful. Yeah, you can.
Great. All right. So everybody have a seat. And we'll finish the class with some long, deep breathing, because that's another technique that you can use anytime, very discreetly to focus and to clarify, to bring yourself back into concentration. So you can use a hand position. This particular position is called Gyan Mudra, and it's the index finger tip pressed against the thumb tip. The elbows are straight. Spine is long and relaxed. Eyes are closed. Focus at the brow point. And now inhale slowly to the count of 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now hold the breath for a count of 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now exhale to the count of 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And continue. One more. Inhale.